Hello and good day, everyone. My name is Feby Maluya, and for today, I will be sharing with you a story which is very relatable to everyone's life. But before we proceed, we will be having a very short game. And the game that we will be about to play is called Put Your Finger Down If. Are you familiar with this game before? Or have you tried playing this game before? So if you are, then you know how to play this game, right? But for those who doesn't know how to play this game yet, you will be simply putting down your finger if you think that the question being asked is something you have done or experienced before. So, are you all ready? Alright, so let's begin. First question. Put a finger down if you believe in the saying that love is blind. Second question. Put a finger down if you've tried to surprise someone with a special gift that you rarely does to anyone else. Third question. Put a finger down if your idea of a perfect date is simple but fun. Fourth question. Put a finger down if you ever done something crazy for love. And for the last question, put a finger down if you ever had a relationship with a different culture or religion. So guys, how many down fingers did you get? So if one of you here get 5 down fingers, it means that you are really a great lover. A kind of lover who will do anything just for love. And I'm sure that you can also relate to one of the characters of the story that I am about to read for you today. So everyone, allow me to present to you a short story from Manuel Arguilla entitled, How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife. Who was Manuel Estabilo Arguilla? Manuel Estabilo Arguilla was an Ilocano writer and is known for his story How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife, which won first prize in Commonwealth Literary Contest in 1940. He was born on June 17, 1911 to parents Crisanto Arguilla, a farmer, and Margarita Estabilo, a potter. He studied at the University of the Philippines, where he finished BS Education in 1993. He was married to Lydia Villanueva, another talented writer in English. He had also secretly organized a guerrilla intelligence unit against the Japanese. And in October 1944, at the age of 33, he was captured, tortured, and executed by the Japanese army at Fort Santiago. Manuel Arguilla came from Nagribcan Bawang La Union, which is in Region 1 or Ilocos region. This laid-back coastal town is famous for its surfing spots and fine sand beaches, but what not a lot of people know is that it's also brimming with other natural and heritage attractions and cultural activities like red clay pottery, grape picking, loom weaving, churches for pilgrimage tours, waterfalls, and eco-tours. Here are some of the vocabulary words found in the story. Karetala, a light horse-drawn carriage or kalash. Cud, partly digested food returned from the first stomach of ruminants to the mouth for further chewing. Forelock, a lock of hair growing just above the forehead. Camino real, a main highway. Sawtooth, shaped like the teeth of a saw with alternate steep and gentle slopes. Haze, a state of mental obscurity or confusion. Coconut husk, the outer covering of coconut. Glistened, shine, glitter. Bowl, the trunk of a tree. Yoke, a wooden crosspiece that is fastened over the necks of 2 animals and attached to the plow or cart that they are to pull. Doha tree, a local Filipino fruit that is commonly referred to in English as Java plum, or in Bisaya, lumboy. Shuffling, walk by dragging one's feet along or without lifting them fully from the ground. Rump, the back end of an animal. overhead, above the level of the head, in the sky, sternly, in a serious and severe manner, especially when asserting authority or exercising discipline, swiftly, at high speed, quickly, clasped, grasp something tightly with one's hand, steep, of a slope, flight of stairs, angle, ascent, rising or falling sharply, nearly perpendicular. Bolted, run away suddenly out of control. Hub, the central part of a wheel rotating on or with the axle and from which the spokes rotate. Shaft, shining beams. Slack, loosen something, especially a rope. Hiss, to make a long sharp sound like that of the speech sound s, or that made by an alarmed animal, as a snake or cat, usually as a sign of disapproval. Pebbly, having a granular or pebbled surface. Gorge, a narrow valley between hills or mountains, typically with steep rocky walls and a stream running through it. Dangla bushes. Dangla is a huge natural shrub that grows in the country's forest and is widely used as herbal medicine, particularly in the Ilocos region. Yonder, that or those, used to refer to something situated at a distance. Ragged, of cloth or clothes, old and torn. Clumps, a thick extra sole on a boot or shoe. Andadasi, commonly known as ringworm bush or senna, is an erect medicinal shrub or small tree that is distributed mainly in the tropics and subtropics. Elongated, long in relation to width, especially unusually so. Bobbed up, to come up unexpectedly, appear suddenly. Jolting, move with sudden lurches. Dikes, a long wall or embankment built to prevent flooding from the sea. Ogre, a cruel or terrifying person. Surmised, suppose that something is true without having evidence to confirm it. Kamachili tree, a common tropical American tree yielding good timber, a yellow dye, a mucilaginous gum, and a widely used edible fruit. Reined, keep under control, restrain. Tobacco, a dried leaves which people smoke in pipes, cigars, and cigarettes. Wake, a body of water flowing in a channel or watercourse as a river, rivulet, or brook. Sill, a flat piece of wood, stone that forms the base of a window or door. Baldo was able to meet his brother's wife Maria, and as Baldo saw his older brother's wife, he described her as lovely, tall, and beautiful. Upon their journey to Leon's home, Leon is wondering why Baldo drove them to the wake instead of the Camino Real. Baldo answered that he drove the wake because their father told him to do so. The wake route will serve as a test to Maria if she can live in the province, which differs a lot from the city where she lived in. But then, it seems like Maria liked Leon's province. She describes this as beautiful, fresh air, clean and free of dust. During their journey, Maria was worried if Leon's father and family would like her. But when they arrived home, father talked to Baldo asking what happened during their travel. The father asked Baldo if Maria was afraid in their place. Baldo answered that Maria was not afraid, but instead she enjoyed the journey. Baldo reassures him about her love for Leon and commitment to their marriage. He also confirms his observation that Maria was ready to embrace their house as her new home. Their conversation is disturbed as the new couple turns to meet with the father. Baldo leaves the room, giving them some space with the head of the family. Baldo, the youngest brother of Leon, who also narrates the story. Leon or Noel, the one who went back to province from Manila to introduce his wife to his family. Maria, the civilized wife of Leon from Ermita, Manila. Father challenged Maria on her way to their home. Labang, the Carabao. Aurelia, sister of Leon and Baldo. Mother, a typical Ilocana. Caseline, driver of the Carretela. The place where the story happened was in Barrio Nagribcan at Bawang La Union, the province of Baldo and his family. There are two ways to go home mentioned: the way which happens to be in the fields and a longer path, and the other one is the Camino Real, which has the easier and shorter way. Exposition. The inciting action of the story was when she stepped down at the carretela of Gasoline with a quick, delicate grace. She looked very lovely. She was tall. She looked up to my brother with a smile, and her forehead was level to his mouth. It goes when Leon introduced Maria as his wife to his younger brother Baldo, who's thinking deeply if father will like Maria. He's thinking if Maria can survive and will fit in the life of barrio or rural areas than in urban city where she grew up. Rising action. When Baldo took the route of Wake instead of passing in Camino Real, it was the wish of the father to go by Wake. They were trying to test Maria's characteristic, her attitude, her looks, how she talks, and the way she handled the situation. The climax. The highest point of the story was when Leon already brought home Maria as his wife. He introduced Maria as his wife to his family and especially to his father, hoping they will accept and like Maria for him. Following action. When Maria passed the tests or challenges despite of her personality, she surpassed the trials given to her, proving that she is worthy for Leon as his wife. Conflict. Man versus man when Leon's father tests Maria. Man versus society. Maria was afraid that she may not be able to cope the life of the province. Man versus himself. Maria was worried that Leon's father may not like him. Denouement. When Baldo crossed the threshold of his father and asked him about Maria. Afterwards, the door opened and Leon and Maria came in. Baldo went out to water Labang as instructed by his father. Point of view. The story was told in the second person's point of view, wherein the brother of Leon, Baldo, was the one who narrated the story upon meeting his brother's wife, Maria. Theme. Culture clash or the setting shift. When someone from the barrio or the city is transported to the other. What do you think is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is the ability to sacrifice things for people you love. Maria was brought up in a life of comforts in a city. However, she loved Leon truly and was committed to adapt to his lifestyle. This story also serves as a reminder of the importance of embracing diversity and finding common ground in the face of cultural differences. Thank you for listening and have a great day.